that we had on before. Let's see if we can get that clip on.
Autopsy report and toxicology report is absolutely devastating to the claims that this was some kind of accident. Michael Jackson had brain swelling, and that brain swelling was acute, meaning it was long time in coming and it was progressive, which means he had been given drugs day after day after day, which caused an injury to his brain, caused an infection, caused a reaction in his body, which caused the brain to swell.
Now, let me ask
yet a doctor continued to give him
Leo.
those drugs.
Leo, thank you very much.
Sorry.
Let's clap it up for Brian Oxman when he was on. He just came on and he was down. This is what you're going to get on our show, right? You're going to get the truth about what's going on with the Michael Jackson case. Is that what they're going to get?
Absolutely.
So remember last week when we were talking, when Joe came on the line, thanks to you for getting the call through. Mr. Jackson was on our show last week, right?
Right.
Okay, let's hear a clip, because when he asked to come on when I asked him could he come on the show, he said it was okay that we would eventually meet, which would be the next week, which was just this week to pass. Let's see what happened. Play that tape, please. I have a lot of bite, Mr. Jackson, and what I'm going to look forward to doing, you have my word, we're going to meet, if it's okay with you, sometime this week coming up, and I promise you I'm going to have numbers and more numbers and more numbers, and we're going to get to the White House, we're going to go to the Supreme Court, and we're not going to bark, we're going to bite, okay? We're going to bite.
Great, fantastic. I'm glad of that, because that's what needs to be done. You're not getting justice at all.
Well, is there anything... thank you very much, Leo. You can take that off now. So let's clap it up for Joe Jackson coming on last week. And did we get to see Joe Jackson?
Yes, we did.
We did?
And he bought the dinner.
Yes, he did. He bought us dinner, didn't he? All the way, where were we at? No, but I mean, what state were we in?
We were in Las Vegas,
Las Vegas, Nevada, yes. Oh, we're not going to say where we were. That's our secret. Can you pan in on this book right here, Andre? This was the magazine that Mr. Joe Jackson is featured in, and as you can see, he signed it for me. And I just want to thank you, Mr. Joe Jackson, and also Majestic was there too, right?
Yes, he was.
And Majestic, a very funny and humorous person, but he does his job. He gets the job done. And also, Mr. Jackson gave me this very exclusive "This Is It" poster. Can we hold that up there? And he signed it right down at the bottom. Can you see that? We got a close-up on that? All right. So, Mr. Joe Jackson is definitely a hard-working man and a man of his word. So, Geraldine, again, let's clap it up for Geraldine and Joe Jackson and myself getting there and getting things started. What's going to happen, Geraldine? Well,
we were meeting with Mr. Jackson to establish his involvement with he's got a lot of information, number one. One of the things that I do want to say is that Joe Jackson has been the biggest supporter of my book, Redemption, The Truth Behind the Michael Jackson Child Molestation Allegation, because he's really trying to get to the bottom of the truth about what happened with Michael. The book represented what happened to him in '93 and how he was framed in '93.
Wow.
I was the legal secretary that worked for the attorney that set him up. And so when Joe found out...
What's that attorney's name that set him up?
His name is Barry Rothman.
Barry Rothman.
Yes, he worked with Evan Chandler, which was the father of the 13-year-old. And so he's been supporting my book since day one, because it's telling the people... The only thing Mr. Jackson said is he wanted to support the book because he said it's going to prove that his son was innocent. And
I got to say this. Michael Jackson was an innocent man who was harassed by anybody who wanted to get money. And I got to say this. That includes the mob, right?
You said it.
I said that. I said it. Eddie Jones, president of the Los Angeles Civil Rights Association, that when you get as big as Michael Jackson and you got companies like Sony and all these AEG, there's some sort of organized crime in there.
You said it.
I said it. I'll call it the mafia, okay? Anyway, so go right ahead. Let's talk a little bit about your book.
Redemption is talking about the '93. It tells how the whole child molestation allegation was born. They never proved anything because there was nothing to prove. Okay, so what the book is talking about, there's another element, and that was the extortion scheme.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Now, do you remember the guy that had his son to say that he was molested by Michael Jackson?
Yes.
I heard that after Michael passed away a month later, that guy accidentally committed suicide. Not accidentally, he committed suicide, right?
Yes.
Do you think that somebody accidentally helped him commit suicide?
I think that's an absolute good assumption.
Oh my gosh, I wonder if that has something to do with Sony and AEG. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. They're a good company.
You said it.
Well, okay. Now, and then the little boy, well, he's a grown man now who did receive over $20 million from... now, I understand that he is petrified of coming out into the public because the Michael Jackson fans do not like him.
Well, it's what I say in redemption is what profits the world. What profits a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul?
Man, so
what good is $20 million
right.
if you can't show
well,
your face?
You know the guy that was the 12 disciples of Jesus, and then there was a guy named Judas.
Absolutely.
So are you thinking that this kid's feeling like Judas now?
Well, we did hear reports where after Michael passed, well, I can tell you before Michael passed, he was already proclaiming that Michael was innocent. It's just no one was reporting it.
Wow.
It's not that he hadn't already said it. It's just that his words were not being reported.
So I heard that he came on TV and said that he actually fabricated the information that he never was molested by Michael Jackson. Now, this is what I heard. Now,
and it's all over the internet as well, too. And so my point on that is, why do they have to have proof about his statement when they didn't have proof about the molestation and they reported it all over the world?
Well, hold on a second. We always have someone in the studio. All our guests are so special, but we have a young man here, Michael Kiss. Michael Kiss. Let's get over just to Michael Kiss for a second. Back that chair up over to the microphone, sir. How are you, Michael Kiss?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. You're a tribute artist for Michael Jackson, right?
Huh?
All right, so everything that you do is like a tribute to Michael Jackson?
It is. It's my own way of keeping his legacy alive, his magic, his good work.
You know what I would love to do? I would love to put together a tribute show to Michael Jackson at the anniversary of his death. Do you think we could all work on something like that?
I think we could.
We have to talk to the source and the powers that be first. What do you think, Geraldine?
I think that's a good idea.
If you guys think that's a good idea, clap your hands. So we'll work on that, but just wanted to holler at you and recognize you for you've been going around donating your time to the kids and stuff, and we thank you for doing that. And we're just getting started, right? All right, man. Okay, so back to you. What's going on?
One of the things that I do want to give credit to, we have a couple of people in the audience on today. Miss Taj, she's the one that made these beautiful t-shirts.
Taj, stand up. Let's get a close-up on this T-shirt. Taj is selling these T-shirts. And Taj, say something there. Turn around. Yeah.
I'd like to donate this. I'd like to present this to you, Eddie Jones. So
thank you.
Because I know you're doing a lot of work fighting for justice for Michael.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm gonna put my T-shirt on, and I'm gonna put on some nice jean shorts and my flip-flops, and I'm gonna wear my T-shirt all over the city.
And we also have another young lady. I'm not alone in supporting Michael's innocent. We have another young lady by the name of Sharon that's here, and she comes and she covered the trial every single day.
Every single day of the trial.
She was in the trial.
Let's come on. There you are. Okay, how you doing? Now, relax for a minute. Stand up. Let's get the mic up there. Every day you're sitting in a trial, on the Jackson trial, there with the Jackson family, the attorneys, the district attorney's office. Could you just give us a little bit about how you felt being in there all that time?
Being present during the trial was conflicting because there was so much going on inside and outside with the fans, with the court system, seeing how corrupt our court system was, allowing the trial...
Excuse me, hold on. Could you say that again? The court system's corrupted. Clap up for the court system being corrupt, because it is. It is. It is. But we're going to change that. So tell me something.
Yes.
When you saw the look on the family's faces, how did that affect you?
Well, it's devastating because knowing they had nothing against him, people with the media were actually mocking the prosecution's case.
Wow.
And the information they would present publicly would be totally different. And it was just bewildering. And then to see the family and to see Michael Jackson hurt from what was taking place in his efforts of helping someone